somehow the square format, it adds the discipline, it creates the discipline that a chaotic design might otherwise lack. It's now devoid of its original reality. You can see textures there, you can see lines there, you can see dark and light lines. But essentially, I've moved from something that was, dare I say, something you can identify with, to something that is just totally, it's off the spectrum in terms of comprehension. And so we don't see it as a piece of damaged wood. Perhaps you can't please everybody, I suppose, is the message there. But what I'm really suggesting is that abstract photography is about just that. It's about looking at the sort of elements that other people would normally ignore. And it's celebrating those elements and thinking, how can I best amplify it? And if somebody asks you, what is it? You basically say with confidence, it's an abstract interpretation of a beach. Do you need to say any more? Be confident. I can't imagine anything more abstract than that. If you were to show this to one of your friends, to your partner, I think they would struggle to identify what the original source was. You don't go out to photograph an abstract. An abstract suddenly slaps you in the face and you think that's an abstract. And it can happen in any situation, in any scenario, in any lighting circumstance. And I think that's the thing that I find so fascinating about landscape, that it's remarkable how many instances of pure abstract there to be had. It's just a matter of looking with a sensitive eye, but it just looks so wonderfully metallic, and it almost belies, what it actually is. It's ice, but it looks like forged metal. Peeling paint. God, how boring is that, you may say. Surprisingly, it does have something to offer. It's seeing beauty in very unusual circumstances, in unpromising locations. You can't begin to imagine. If I showed you this first, you wouldn't have any idea of where it actually started. And that again is another test, that your final abstract really ought to be completely disassociated from its source. I just can't believe that actually came from something that was just abandoned on the side of the road. It has such intrinsic beauty, and it works largely because I won't say the author, it's obviously been done by accident, but it reveals the three primary colors, which always helps when you're producing an abstract like this. Our environment is covered with distressed elements that we generally turn our noses up, but simply look at it from an abstract point of view, and the things that we would ignore and feel repelled by can actually reveal great beauty if we look sympathetically. Abstract is so available. I don't need to go to a national park. I don't need to go to, all I need basically is anything.